Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm not gonna lie, this day has been super challenging. What's that? It has been just a really challenging week, to be honest, but overall I know that everything is always worth it and all the hard work that I'm putting in is gonna pay off. I cannot wait for you guys to find out what the name of the podcast is. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I've been like dropping hints and like sharing different things about the podcast, about some of the guests that we're having. But today is Miss USA 2020. I cannot believe a new Miss USA is going to be crowned. It honestly feels surreal because I wasn't sure if they were even gonna have like an actual pageant, but they're happening. It's happening. So let's talk about my favorites for the crown, for the title of Miss USA 2020. I also want to note that there are so many incredible girls that I could highlight every girl for different reasons, but I'm just gonna highlight the ones that overall stood out to me. There could be a girl not on my list that makes it to the top 5, the top 3, whatever the format is this year. I've heard rumors that there's only going to be a top 5 and a top 5 question and answer, like a couple questions. There'll be no top 3, but we will find out for sure tonight. And like maybe there's gonna be someone completely surprise us and take the crown who's not on my list, but we'll see. Let's get into it. My first favorite is Alabama. She is not on a lot of people's favorites. I do take note of who are on different people's favorites because I just find it really interesting. Obviously, I'm a pageant fan myself. Alabama is a dancer. I find her very genuine. Through pageantry, she was able to find her voice, find her platform, which I mean is the case with most women. She hopes to become a personal injury lawyer, and all of her values were instilled by her parents. And actually at 10 years old, when she was only 10, her dad was diagnosed with cancer and he passed away when she was only 15 years old. And what that taught her is that we aren't guaranteed time. She then got involved in the American Cancer Society. I love her. I think she's so inspiring, so sweet. One of my personal favorites. Like maybe she won't even make the top 16, top 20 semi-finalists, or maybe she'll rise all the way to the top and become the next Miss USA. Anyway, one of my personal favorites. Next I have California. California actually lost her brother to a car accident or a motorcycle accident when she was young, and she was the one that had to identify him, which is absolutely heartbreaking. Another story where she was taught that she learned in a very difficult way what she feels like matters the most to her, and that is family. She is actually half Indian, I think, which you wouldn't expect because she has blonde hair, blue eyes. I see Lily with a pen and I'm slightly terrified. Were you just drawing? District of Columbia. District of Columbia is a very strong speaker. Her interview is going to be so strong, I believe. I thought she gave a pretty good performance in prelims, but I really think her interview is what's going to take it home for her. She has said that women are just as capable as men. Women are just as capable as men, and she was actually an intern in the White House for the Obama administration. Very interesting. I just think that she has what it takes to rise to the top of Miss USA because of the voice, because of her platform. She also says here that she wants to encourage young women to be part of political office. So a lot of great things to say from District of Columbia, and I think she's fabulous. Next we have Georgia. I would have liked to see more from Georgia in her interview. I feel like her interview didn't highlight her the way that it could have. Anyway, overall, one of my favorites, Hawaii. Hawaii is one of my absolute favorites for Miss USA 2020, but I did not feel like she brought a Miss Universe worthy performance to the preliminary competition. She does take pride in representing the USA because as a child she traveled a lot with her family and like to different countries where they would be like the USA representatives. So I find that very interesting because she has been used to representing the US internationally, and she is actually the first Black woman to win Miss Hawaii USA. She also, fun fact, was Miss Hawaii Teen USA, which I think is so cool. Fun fact again, all these fun facts about Hawaii. She wore the same gown that Lauren Howe wore at Miss Universe representing Canada at Hawaii, Miss Hawaii USA. It just had a different like train thing, but the body of the dress was the same. Of course, it's Sherry Hill. Idaho. Idaho is Irish American and also Filipina. She is so freaking stunning. I love her in every way. I think she is so relatable, so easy to listen to. I love her voice. I love what she stands for. She is actually currently studying to become a vet while also pursuing a Master of Public Health, and that for her combines her interests of animals and public health. She could be top 5. She could potentially win the title of Miss USA. Only time will tell. Louisiana. Louisiana is one of 7 brothers and sisters. I love what she's bringing to the competition. I would have liked to see a stronger performance from her in the prelims, but overall an amazing contestant. Massachusetts, major favorite. She's a singer. She grew up in an immigrant household. She is Haitian American. She is all about overcoming hardships, embracing different lifestyles, and I think she's a fabulous contestant. She again could rise to the top of Miss USA and win that title. Montana. Montana's eyes are so beautiful. She's a DJ. She had that gorgeous green dress at the preliminary competition. I meant to talk about the dress in my video review, but I don't know, I just kind of forgot, I guess. But anyways, she is another very unique contestant in my opinion, being a DJ. I think that's so cool. Mississippi. Mississippi is so pretty. She's a singer, one of 8 siblings. I think that maybe her speaking needs to be a little bit stronger for me, but she did stand out to me in the preliminary competition. New Jersey. I'm not sure where New Jersey stands for me on my list, but I did love her swimsuit performance. Wasn't as impressed with her evening gown performance at prelims. New York, one of the #1 favorites across the board. She was born on the west coast of Africa. She was born into poverty, and she believes in giving back to change the course of someone's life because she knows what it's like to have nothing. She speaks 4 languages. She's actually a public speaker, so we can absolutely expect that she will nail the top 5 question and answer. And public speaking for her is all about using the voice that she has found after feeling like she didn't have a voice for so long. New York, I can easily see her winning Miss USA 2020. Ohio. Ohio was born in Puerto Rico. She had a beautiful story about her grandmother in her up close video. I was definitely expecting more from her in the prelim performance, but again, I think I just have really high expectations. Oklahoma. You guys, look out for Oklahoma. She is a Native American woman. She says that her heritage and background is completely part of who she is. She is a first-generation college graduate, believes in the power of education. She now works in television production on the Discovery Channel, so she, I think, hosts on the Discovery Channel. She believes that who she is worth celebration, and that's what pageantry has been able to show her, that we are all worthy of celebrating who we are. I think she's gonna be in the top 5. Like, I think for sure she's gonna be in the top 5. The reason being, I feel like she would have a very strong interview. Her prelim performance I thought was absolutely fabulous. She was one of my favorites. I honestly could see her wearing the Miss USA 2020 crown. I could see it. I could see it. I believe, would she be the first Native American woman to win Miss USA? I need to check my facts, but peekaboo. Utah. Utah is the first openly bisexual and bipolar woman who is also a Christian to win Utah USA, and I think to compete at Miss USA in general. Her and her story was featured on Good Morning America, and I guess a lot of people said, like, why does it matter that she's openly bisexual and competing at Miss USA? And she basically said the same thing, like, why does it matter? It shouldn't matter, but it matters because representation. We need more representation in every single way, and representation matters. She is the lived survivor of a suicide attempt, and so she talks a lot about mental health awareness and all of that. So I think she's another potential to be in the semifinals. In the midst of editing, and of course I'm realizing that I forgot certain girls. I forgot Maryland, I forgot Indiana, I didn't talk about Florida. These are some of my favorite girls. There's probably more that I'm gonna see that I didn't talk about. Where are the rest of these girls? I also loved Pennsylvania in the prelims. I felt like her performance, you know, was potentially worthy of making the semifinals. Just some Texas. I love Texas. My personal top 5: District of Columbia, Hawaii, Oklahoma, New York, Massachusetts, and Idaho. That's actually 6. I cannot count. I think it's honestly going to be between New York and Oklahoma. I don't know, because I also love Idaho, I love Hawaii, I love Massachusetts, but if you made me decide, I would say it's going to be Oklahoma and New York standing as the final 2 at Miss USA 2020. Massachusetts could be in there too. It's really hard for me to say, and if I had to choose who is going to be the next Miss USA, I want to say New York, but part of me thinks that Oklahoma could come and snag the title. It could be Massachusetts. Like, maybe she's gonna wow the crowd with her Mariah Carey backup singing voice. Lily, who's it gonna be? Massachusetts, Oklahoma, or New York? Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be New York, Massachusetts, or Oklahoma? Is New York gonna win? Yeah? Is Oklahoma gonna win Miss USA? I am tempted to say that I think New York is going to win Miss USA 2020, but I'm just having this inclination that it could be Oklahoma or Massachusetts, and then maybe it's going to be neither and it's going to be like Hawaii or something, or somebody that I didn't even talk about in this video. So you guys let me know, who do you think is going to win Miss USA 2020? I can't wait to see what happens in a matter of hours. So exciting. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and staying healthy. And let's see what happens. I'm gonna do a live reaction to Miss USA tonight, so I cannot wait to share that with you as well. And yeah, as always, if you guys want to see more from me, you can hit that subscribe button. And Lily is pooping. Great. Okay, cute. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.